The first year of gymnasium, I studied guitar playing, especially jazz guitar, and there I learned a lot of different more jazzy chords, I guess, like major 7 chords and ninth and -5 and those kinds of chords, and I really love playing those. So my idea when I write music is that I want to combine. I want to combine that kind of more like soft jazzy feel to it, usually, as with the song I sent you, like this kind of like a very chill jazz, but also with a very like powerful vocal part. Now we are different. And also I really love to play around like improvisation. You know, so as I said, the first year of my gymnasium, I studied guitar, and then I switched to singing actually. So the second and third year I went singing, and the last course we had in the third grade was like music improvisation, you know, like singing improvisation, I guess. So I really learned a lot of like impro and that kind of stuff there, which has helped me a lot, you know, in when I write music. I really love to like mix. I love that the contrast between the soft and powerful, you know. So that's why I'm trying to go for a lot of times. And also when I write, I usually start. With a chord progression when I write music. So I start with like maybe, I don't know, one of the new songs I'm writing right now is like. So that way it's like kind of, I start writing the chords, and then after a while I start writing the lyrics, like what seems to fit the music, you know, the feel of the music. And then I write the lyrics, probably, and then I start writing different parts of the chords. And I actually think like the vocals actually, like the melody and everything, that's like the last thing I apply actually when I write music. I'm much more comfortable writing in English as well. I just feel that it's easier for me to express myself in an eloquent manner. It sounds pretty stupid, like in Swedish, I think. So that's why I'm writing in English usually. When we were in school, we actually studied a lot of music theory as well. So I learned a lot of like a lot of terms, like music theory terms, but in Swedish, unfortunately. But I have a good understanding of English as well, and I'm also been singing in a choir for like a couple of years. So in that choir, we also read a prima vista usually. So I have a very high understanding of music theory, and I also like to apply that to my, you know, my chords and the harmonies I write in my music. So that's why usually in my songs, I'm not one to like mass produce songs. I write fewer, but they take a lot of time because I really like to get the chords right, you know, and those chords I really want to have, you know, in my songs. I have so many weird songs with so many weird chords, like. So sometimes I'm not even sure what I'm what I'm playing even, you know. It's a mixture of like going by ear and by music theory, you know. And usually I end up analyzing what chords I'm playing after I've actually played them, you know. So it's so hard to explain. It's like I know the patterns, you know. The patterns. And then usually I try them out, and then if I like it, I stick with them. And then after a while I realize that, oh, this is a 13 chord I'm playing, oh, this is a major 7. Actually, maybe major 7 is pretty simple, but like you know, those more advanced -5 and +5 and those kinds of chords. Yeah. I usually don't play a lot of like picking patterns. So I usually go with just like fat chords, kind of. And usually I go for like this kind of strumming. More like I really like the Spanish kind of flares as well. It's kind of fun. Or open chords, as I played before in that other song. I really like how they sound. Or more like jazzy chords. Yeah, so I think that's like I think all I have to say about that. I'm more of a maybe like a. I love to sing soul, R&B, and jazz. Those are like my primary songs I like to play, and a lot of funk as well, like Stevie Wonder, D'Angelo, and those kinds of like those songs, those artists. I mean, yeah, I think that's it actually. Anyway, I hope you learned something from what I'm playing, how I'm playing. Yeah. Cheers.